Hello, dear Libra, how are you? Hope you are doing well. In this video today, I would like to talk about what is going on in February in terms of astrology and how it will impact your sign. February is the month of 2026. Like when I mean by the month, like a lot of things going on in February. There are major planet transitions. Also we have an eclipse, so eclipse season also started this month for 2026, so it's all exciting things are going on. And for you also important, I would say the planet movements really impact your sign in a positive way, if you ask me. But we will talk all about this today. So without further ado, I would like to start with the Saturn moves to Aries on 14th of February. Let's start with this one, because this is quite important for your sign. It is happening in your marriage area. So Saturn, after 3 years moving in Pisces, it's now moved to it's going to move to Aries, which is your marriage, partnership, important one-to-one relationship side of your chart. So Neptune also moved to there after 14 years. Yes, guys, after 14 years of traveling in Pisces, now it's moved to Aries, your opposite sign, and it's gonna stay there another 14 years. So it's a very important transition. These two planets also get together after Saturn moves, so around 21st of February. So, but you can feel it the whole month. Get together and start a new cycle. For you, it is important because marriage is the one-to-one partnership is one of the important areas for our charts. So this means if you are single, you might meet someone during this. It doesn't need to be this February, although there are so many signs there. You might meet someone really special. You might idealize that person. It's like my dream man, my dream woman. So you might meet someone like this with the Neptune's impact. And Saturn also is the planet for realism. So even though Neptune can make you a little bit dreamy, idealistic person in terms of finding a soulmate, Saturn will give you the realism you need. So you will still have your feet on the ground, and you can assess that person very real way as well. So it is both the the romantic dreamy side, and then the real practical side of the two planets come together. So you can find a good real soulmate for yourself, so you can spend a long time together. Saturn is also about longevity, so if you start a relationship in this time, it will be long term, it will be serious relationship. So definitely a committed partnership might come to your way starting from this month. So you might see the first signs of it around February. And if you are in a relationship, your relationship might move to the next level. So you will not naturally, you will not be so much interested with the superficial stuff, day-to-day relationships, the short-term things. You will be more interested with having something real deal, yeah, something not just physically, but also feed your soul. So you want some deep relationship, deep connection in your partnership, and also you are here for the long term. So if you were a little bit thinking different about settling in a relationship or commitment, things might change, so you might be more willing to do that. And if you're already in a relationship, this will make your partner might start some entrepreneur project, might open his own company, start working on a long-term project, and he might be putting all his time and effort to himself to build something for himself. And in this case, your role should be supporting him. So the planetary configuration is telling selflessly support his dreams and be in his side. If he's starting any endeavor like this, that will be very beneficial for your connection and make it more stronger. So wow, that's really big for you. And then 2nd of February, we have a full moon in Leo. So this is again supporting for you. It's your 11th house. So this is a culmination about the friendship. You might decided to finish a friendship if something is not feeling right, or you might be one of your friend might be, you know, living your life in a way, maybe like they are moving to another country or another city, and so you will not spend more time as you want with them. Or you might be a little bit changing your social circle in a way. Maybe you might join a club or leave a club which you were like, you know, regularly going and meeting people. Because a lot of things going on the other side of this full moon, which is in Aquarius. This is your creativity, love life, children. So any of these things might take so much of your interest and time. So that's why maybe like you don't want to spend, you don't have that much time to give to your friends. So that's why you might be, because of these other things are more important for you at this point, you might be kind of deciding to like spend less time in the social circle. And yeah, there are a lot of planets in Aquarius. So Aquarius is the area where the most action is happening, and this area is related to your children, your, you know, your lovers, the people you date, speculative investment too, and also anything you do, creative hobbies, any hobbies like you enjoy doing just for yourself, even holidays, you know, self indulgence, anything like that. So that might be in this area. So here also we have on 17th of February there's a solar eclipse here. So solar eclipse is very strong, and it is squaring Uranus in Taurus. So Taurus is your 8th house, and it is like a little bit sudden news related to your love life and children. So for example, some of you might learn you are pregnant or your partner is pregnant. It's very sudden news, you weren't expecting that. If you don't want, by the way, be careful this time of the year. And then, or you might get sudden news around meeting someone, you know, in the least expected place. You might meet someone and there might be a connection between you and the other person. You know, all the other things going on in your chart also supporting this. So you might start a new love relationship very unexpectedly. Or it might be something related to your children. If you already have children, there might be some events related to them, very sudden things. You might need to focus your attention to there. But because Mars is in this area, whatever happens suddenly, you have the energy and stamina to, you know, pursue it further or solve that problem if that's a problem. When Uranus is in the picture, we never know it's a good or bad news, but I can guarantee it's going to be something surprising. You never expect that to happen. And the only thing I should warn you on this one is this will be not a good time for you to do any speculative investment, like anything, a stock exchange, you know, those bitcoins, etc. So crypto, like that might be not the time to do that, because of all this energy is not very stable. But you might get sudden wins as well for the investment you did in the past. So this is Uranus at the end of the day, so it might be anything unexpected like that. And then the ruler of this eclipse is in your 7th house. So 7th house, again, we talk about this, it's your Saturn is ruling this eclipse, and it is in your, just enter your marriage area. So it might be something related to your marriage. For example, you are with someone and you suddenly get pregnant, and then you guys get married very quickly, decide to get married very quickly. Or you meet someone and, you know, suddenly you meet someone and then, you know, this is the person for me. And then you might, you know, very quickly start to think about this person in terms of like committed relationship material. So anything around that might happen during this time. Or any news related to your children, this might be very much be solved by your partner. If there's any kind of situation you need to deal because of your children need you, then your husband or your wife, your partner, can help you to solve that thing if anything like that happen. Then Mercury is going retro on 26th of February. This is your sixth house, and it is from 22nd degree of Pisces to go all the way back to 8. But you might feel this Mercury retrograde from the 12th of February. So the second half of the year very much influenced by this impact. So sixth house is your day-to-day, and so you might be feeling little bit work, you know, in your work there might be some problems with the technology, like back up all the important documents and data, because there might be some problem with your technology or computer, or it might be also be careful in the second half of February to, when you send an email to someone, anything work related, be sure like you send the right person. I recommend not to do any gossip in the second half of February in the office, because that might come out and you might have a very embarrassing situation. So gossip is a no. So you might also feel, if you are doing some reporting or anything related, you need to be very accurate. If you have a job like that, then there might be some issues, problems, because you can't focus on very well, so you might make some mistakes. So be careful about those things too. Allocate more time for the work task, because you might need more time to solve them. You might also, for some of you, a small portion of you, maybe if there's any health issue came up, like which happened in the past and it came up again, so then this time you can research about it to solve if there's any reoccurring thing which happened in the past, but now you are having the same symptoms again. So you can do a research and to solve it completely this time. So this kind of a rework on something related to health also might come up during this time. And the other thing is like this Mercury retrograde and Venus in Pisces, they are activating the eclipse that happened in September last year. So around September 7th, we have an eclipse around this area. If you had a crisis by then, yours might be related to your health or related to your work situation, your office, your colleagues. If anything happened that time, but you didn't get any solution to that crisis, this time it might be activated again by these planets, but these are nice planets, so especially Venus is exalted there, so the problem might be solved this time. If it is something around work, maybe a woman in the workplace might help you to sort this out, or there will be more peaceful. If you had like problem with your colleagues, then the reconciliation might happen this time, or the person really annoy you might leave, you learn like they are leaving the company. So any of these things might happen, but this time come with a solution. So because Saturn left this area, which was like, you know, delays and limitations, restrictions, like suffocated feeling at work, and all those things might be now gone, and then Venus come just after Saturn to give a pleasant situation to smooth all the problems if you have any problems at work, and if especially that might have that happen during the September time last year. Okay, so I think these are all I would like to talk with you. Dear Libra, if you watch this till point, this point, please, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like astrology, and if you wanna be knowing, you know, what's going on with you and how you can optimize your life based on the astrological movements, you can consider to subscribe to my channel. And I am putting my email address down as well. If this general forecast is not enough for you, you want to go a little bit more in deep dive, and or you have like things going on in your life, so you need a little bit more help, I can do a one-to-one consultation with you. So my details are below, so you can consider that too. Have a great February, and we speak soon.